Michelle and I are co-founders of Monumental Me. So we are a mission-driven organization, and our whole objective is to create high-quality personal and professional development tools and making them accessible to everybody. And in that vein, I am introducing my friend Lisa Neuberger, who just co-published a book, and I'll let Lisa introduce herself. But her book is called Rebalance. And one of the tools that Lisa based this book on is the wheel of life. So we at Monumental Me use it. Michelle uses it in her practice. And but I really love kind of this whole concept of real people using these tools and real life examples. And I just think Lisa's book is such a great example of that. So Lisa, I'm going to hand it over to you if you want to introduce yourself and take it away.
Yes, hi, good morning. Thanks for joining the Wheel of Life exercise. My name is Lisa Neuberger Fernandez, and I'm a social innovator and a sustainability leader who's had a 25-year career in strategy and social innovation, and just recently published this book called Rebalance: How Women Lead, Parent, Partner, and Thrive, with two girlfriends who are part of this group that we called Thrive that started in DC in 2010. And this exercise that we're going to do today, the Wheel of Life exercise, is something that we loved doing annually in our flash retreats when we'd go away for sometimes for a weekend, but sometimes just for an afternoon. Being quite busy ladies, couldn't always find too much time, but this exercise only takes 1 hour or less. So we're going to run through that here today.
Great. All right. Do you want to pull up your presentation, Lisa? Oh, hi, Laura. Do you mind just putting yourself on mute? Thank you.
So welcome to the Wheel of Life exercise. We are going to get started here. This is a 1 hour exercise that helps us find our priorities and reprioritize our lives based on this exercise of a wheel. And the concept here is about taking control of our lives, like taking the steering wheel of our lives. And as a kid, I loved the books called the Choose Your Own Adventure books. And if anybody here, raise your hand if you read the Choose Your Own Adventure books as a kid, and you know what I mean. It's I'm just trying to get the screen to share here. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Tell me if you can see a wheel. Yes, excellent. So growing up, I loved to read the Choose Your Own Adventure books. And what I loved about it was the chance to write my own story. And when you read one of these books, there's some adventure happening, and it asks you the question, do you want to swim to the desert island, or do you want to take this little raft that you've cobbled together? What's your choice? And if you want to swim to the desert island, you go to page 30. And if you want to hop on the raft, go to page 10. And it's up to you to write your chapter. And that's what this wheel exercise is all about. And it's a simple 4-step process, and all you need is a piece of paper and a pen. And so hopefully you have that sitting there, or feel free to go grab one. And the step 1 is where we ground ourselves in reality. And so I want you all to think about an average day that you've spent over the last month, and think about a working day. So like a busy day, and think about the wheel representing 24 hours. So this wheel has 12 spokes on it. If you're drawing one yourself, you can do it that way, or you can put 24 sections. This one has 12 sections. With the 12 sections, that means that each section represents 2 hours. Okay, so think about how you spend a typical day, how much time you spend, sleeping, working, eating, preparing to eat, exercising, and everything else. And I'm gonna give us like a minute here to just jot it down and put your time onto your wheel.